Hey, how's your heart today? You feel tired, but it isn't the tiredness of your muscles after a long day. It isn't even the mental fatigue that comes after solving difficult problems. It's deeper, an emptiness that lingers even when you rest, even when you laugh with friends, even when your life looks fine on the outside. And when you're alone in silence, that same exhaustion returns, like a shadow that refuses to leave. This isn't weakness, it isn't laziness. It is a form of spiritual drain that most people carry but almost no one names. You live in a world that demands too much and gives back too little. A world that makes you chase after a future that never truly arrives. Every time you think, if I get there I'll finally feel complete, you arrive. And yet it slips away. It's as if you are forever walking toward a horizon line that moves with every step. And here is the uncomfortable truth. This exhaustion is not a mistake. It is built into the very structure of existence. Why? Because at the core of human life lies a restless force. It pushes you to want, to seek, to run after something new. It doesn't care about your peace. It doesn't care about your balance. Its only rule is desire again. This is the trap. Life becomes a pendulum. Pain when desire is not fulfilled. Boredom when desire is, and in between short-lived pleasure, like a spark in the dark, gone before you can hold it. No wonder you feel drained. Every day you are pulled by invisible strings. The will to be loved, the will to be respected, the will to escape, and behind all of it is an engine that never rests. Modern society makes this even worse. Everywhere you turn, something is promising happiness. The next product, the next course, the next achievement, the next relationship, and you run, you consume, you chase, but the more you get, the emptier you feel. Because what you are really chasing is not unobjected, is the end of craving itself. And that end never arrives. This is why even people who have everything often confess to feeling hollow. The car loses its smell. The relationship becomes routine. The dream trip turns into just another memory. And when all the desires are checked off, boredom arrives like a cruel mirror. It whispers, "Was this all?" This cycle pain, boredom, pain again is the silent word that drains you from the inside. And the cruelest part, you are conditioned to believe this is normal, that happiness is always in the next step, that if you just work harder, think more positively, keep pushing, then you will finally feel whole. But the truth is, the next step only leads to the next emptiness. The horizon never stops moving. So what is the way out? Not in chasing more, not in filling the void with stimulation or distraction. The way out begins with seeing the trap for what it is. When you realize that wanting itself is endless, you stop identifying so strongly with it. You begin to understand. Peace does not come from achieving every desire, because it comes from loosening the grip of desire itself. This doesn't mean rejecting life or becoming cold. It means shifting how you live within it. There are 3 doors you can open. The first is contemplation. Moments when beauty silences desire. A song that stops time. A sunset that dissolves your thoughts. A painting that makes you forget yourself. For those moments, you are free not because you got something, but because you no longer want. The second is inner silence. Practices like meditation, reflection, or simply breathing deeply and watching your own mind. Instead of running with every impulse, you step back and observe. You begin to see that you can exist without chasing. Each of these doors leads to the same place, a peace that is not given by the world, and not taken away by it either. And maybe this is why you feel so spiritually exhausted, not because you failed life, but because you followed its script exactly. And the script was designed to keep you restless. Now you have the chance to write a different script, to stop running toward a horizon that never arrives, to want less, to observe more, to live in the present without demanding it to be eternal. This is not resignation, it is liberation. It is seeing clearly that the engine of desire will never stop, but your identification with it can. So ask yourself, which part of this spoke directly to you? Was it the realization that your fatigue is not personal, it is structural? Or was it the thought that freedom lies not in more, but in less? Share it in the comments. I read everything, and I respond when I can. And if you know someone carrying the same invisible exhaustion, send this to them. Sometimes, the truth we resist is the very thing that frees us. This is Mind Light. Awake your power.